Hi, I'm Rob Johnson with the law firm of R.D. Johnson Law Offices, and I'm here today to talk about the Personal Asset Protection Trust, the Nevada Asset Protection Trust that we use for personal asset protection. And just to give you a brief overview, I've done some videos with more in-depth explanation, but the Asset Protection Trust is statutory in Nevada. It enables a person to create their own asset protection trust to protect their assets from future judgment creditors in case you get sued in the future. For example, if you get into a car accident after you've set up the trust and put the assets into the trust is designed to protect those assets. So you can put your home, you can put your savings, your investment accounts, any of those assets that aren't investment accounts, like rental properties, because if you have a rental property, your renter might end up suing you, or a guest that gets injured on the property. If you don't want to put your car into this trust, your car might get into an accident and cause the trust to get sued. So again, only non-toxic assets that couldn't cause the trust to get sued. Now your home, of course, could cause a liability, but you're in your home, you're in control of it. That potential liability is minimal. So anyway, the trust law allows you to set up your own spendthrift trust. It comes under the spendthrift trust law, by the way. That's why it's called a spendthrift trust. We call it a Nevada Asset Protection Trust. And it allows you to be the beneficiary and the trustee of your own asset protection trust. If you're the trustee and the beneficiary, you have to have a co-trustee, what I call a distribution trustee, that has a very minimal role, and that is that they have to have the authority to exercise the discretion to authorize distributions from the trust to you as the beneficiary. Otherwise, you as the trustee, you can buy or sell, trade or transfer assets that are in the trust at your will, and it doesn't involve the distribution trustee. So for example, you want to sell your home, the trust is the seller of the home, proceeds come into the trust, you can turn around and put your money into another home, and the trust would be the buyer. That's all done by you as the trustee without any involvement of the distribution trustee. But if you sell and you want to take some money out, then the distribution trustee is supposed to authorize it. And that's supposed to be discretionary in the distribution trustee. The law allows you to fire the distribution trustee, change distribution trustees anytime that you want. So you're really in control. So anyway, that's the brief rundown on the Asset Protection Trust. Very protective. I think it's probably the best thing that we have available in the United States. There are a few other states that have very good asset protection trust laws, 2 or 3 that are good, but I think that Nevada's provisions are the best and the most favorable to you, the most protective. And the law specifies that you don't have to be a Nevada resident to establish a Nevada asset protection trust. It requires that if you're not a resident, either that co-trustee or a full trustee has to be a Nevada resident or trust company or bank, or the trust owns Nevada-based or controlled property. So either one of those things would satisfy the legal nexus requirement to Nevada so that we have a sufficient legal tie. So anyway, that's the Asset Protection Trust. Again, this is the personal asset protection side. I've got some other videos that I'll be doing today that focus on real estate investors, people that have businesses, on how best to protect those things. So I appreciate you watching. Thank you, and please go to our website, rdjohnsonlaw.com. We've got more information there, or on our blog site at rdjlaw-lv.com. So again, thank you.